What's up, you guys? If you're new to the channel, my name is Caesar and I collect and resell sneakers. And if you're not new to the channel, welcome back. So after this past year, 2020, I'm 100% convinced that sneakers are an actual investment. However, it's really difficult to know when a sneaker is actually a really good investment. That's why for this video, I'm gonna share with you guys my best tips on how to pick your sneaker investment in this year coming up. So if you would like to see that, stay tuned. Coming up next. So there are many things to consider when you are trying to pick your sneaker investment. However, in this video, I'm only gonna share 3 of them with you guys. The ones that I think are the most important and the better for you when you try to decide what sneaker to pick to invest in. Okay, so number 1 on the list for me is the stock number. And this means just basically how many pairs of this particular sneaker are being sold or how many are being produced. And it's almost impossible to know the exact number of pairs that are being sold. But you can go in the internet and have an idea. Also, if there's this sneaker collab, that the quantity are gonna be limited, and that's really good because you might not be able to get like 20-15 pairs of that specific sneaker, but you can get 5 to 8. And then since it is a collab sneaker, the supply is gonna be low, which this increase the value over time. It is a really good investment. So basically, you will not be able to get as many pairs as you want to invest, but the margins will be higher for your profits. Okay, so that was tip number 1. Really simple. Just find out how many pairs are being sold of this particular sneaker, and then you can decide whether it is a good investment or not. Okay, now tip number 2 on the list is to pick a trending model. And some of the trending models for this past year was, Jordan 1s, like no surprise for that one. Always trending and always in high demand. Also Jordan 11s, Jordan 3, Jordan 4s. Because even if they don't appreciate in value over the months, they usually don't break. So you can either sell for break even, just make your money back, or make, a few bucks, like $20, $30. And I just want to make a quick parenthesis and make a disclaimer in this video that these tips are not 100% for sure, because when we are doing a sneaker investment, it's just a prediction that the shoes is gonna increase in value, so you're gonna buy low and then sell high. But by using these tips, you have a better chance and a better prediction when you're trying to pick your sneakers for this year coming up. So with that being said, let's just keep doing these tips. And so along with the trending model, whether that is a Jordan 1, Jordan 11, Jordan 4, it's also good to look into the color blocking. This just means, the color of the shoe. And usually the colors that do best are the OG colorways. That's red, royal blue, black, white, those type of colors. Also, I've seen that all black shoes do really good. For example, the Air Jordan Black Cats, this released almost a year ago. And the hype was not there. In my opinion, it wasn't like a big release or whatever. But it was, like I mentioned, a trendy model, which was a Jordan 4. And it is an OG colorway, which is all black. And that sneaker released for, I believe, $200 retail almost about a year ago. And now they're going for almost $500. So after you do the math, that's like, almost 100% ROI. That's return on your investment. So that's not bad at all, in my opinion. And then last tip number 3 will be the demand of the sneakers. And then that's just basic economics, supply and demand. Even if the supply is really high but the demand is also really high, the shoe is gonna do really good. For example, these Air Jordan Dark Mochas, these released for, I believe, retail of $170 about less than 3 months ago, and they're going for almost $500. And the stocks for these, the pairs being sold, were really high, or they're still really high. However, the demand was just crazy. Everybody wants to have these. Maybe because they look like Travis Scott's, or I don't know why, but the point is that, when you use all these tips together, you have a better chance to have a good investment. But there is also exceptions, like the stock being really high, but the demand was there and it's a trendy model. And like I said during the video, these tips are not 100% bulletproof. There is also exceptions, and you have to always remember that when you are doing an investment, just like the stock market or real estate or whatever investment you're doing, there are risks, and you know, it's not gonna be 100% sure that you're gonna make money. However, these tips are just, you know, to give you guys some guidance if you're just starting to doing sneaker investments, or if you have some money saved up and you don't know what to invest in, but you like sneakers and you don't know too much about the stock market or real estate or Bitcoin or things like that, but you want to invest in sneakers because that's what you like. You can use these tips to help you in this year coming up. Anyways guys, that's gonna be all for today's video. If you liked it and enjoy it and you found any value in this video, please make sure that you hit the like button. Also subscribe to the channel because I'm gonna be dropping videos this year every week, and I hope to see you on the next one. Peace.